Excuse me, Mr. Tannock, yes.
Mr President, Madam High Representative, Syria remains the most pressing challenge to international peace and security, with more than 100,000 dead and 2 million refugees, and now the alleged horrific use by the Assad's regime of sarin gas on 21 August. This violates customary international law under the 1925 Geneva Gas Protocol and rightly demands a robust response by the international community. I too suggested a no-fly zone as the only way to deter further use of chemical weapons and force Assad back to the negotiating table, as a limited surgical strike now is likely to be mainly hitting empty buildings. The ECR Group welcomes the newest proposals on the table from President Obama to drop its very effective military strike in exchange for a handover and destruction of Syrian weapons of mass destruction. The fact that Russia and Iran have readily accepted this suggestion and proposal is to me suggestive of an admission that the Ba'athist Syrian regime ally, their Ba'athist regime ally, actually possesses chemical weapons, in spite of the fact that Assad's regime, until right to the last minute, attempted to deny the fact they even owned the things in the first place, and this atrocious use by them against his own people. This new diplomatic solution raises many challenges, not least verification and trust in a totalitarian regime not known for acting in good faith, and the fact that they may well try and conceal some of the chemical weapons stockpile. And this does not solve the problem, of course, of impunity for war crimes already clearly carried out by both sides. Neither does it ensure a return to Geneva II and a political settlement in which Assad and his family depart and a new democratically elected government emerges. President Obama has made it clear if this latest proposal fails, he reserves the right to use the US military to act surgically and appropriately to deter future use of gas against civilians, but also, of course, against troops in conflict everywhere, which would bring back the horrors and memories of the First World War. Lastly, I deplore the cynical use to date by Russia and China in the UN Security Council in preventing a politically imposed solution to this terrible crisis. Thank you.
Thank you,
Mr. Meyer.
Thank you very much, President. Mrs. Ashton, at the Interparliamentary Security Conference in Vilnius, you already heard my group say that we are against the drama of this civil war.